This isn't What a Mansion, right?
No, this is the police station.
That was the first one.
Yeah,
right?
that was the first one. 3 is where does 3 take place? I don't remember.
Fucking remember.
You talking about Nemesis? Nemesis is also in Raccoon City.
Yeah, but like, oh, is that the one where it takes place like kind of all over the city?
Yeah, it has you running all over.
So one is a mansion.
Mostly because
2 is
mostly because the Nemesis is chasing you the entire time.
Yeah, 2 is the police station plus the absolutely ridiculously gigantic umbrella lab underneath the police station. Spoilers. There was Code Veronica, which is like on a train, isn't it? And then 3,
No,
I guess,
Code
is in the city.
Veronica was like I think it was an island.
Was Code Veronica the one with the incest twins?
I don't know.
I don't know.
To be honest, I don't
Which
actually
is
know
the
that
one
much
with
about
the
Resident
incest
Evil.
Twins?
That was Star Wars.
No.
Resident Star Wars.
Yes, it was.
But I'm talking about Resident Evil.
Let me promote all.
I mean, that was also Game of Thrones, but you know.
They weren't twins though, were they?
Oh yeah, they were, weren't they? Yeah, they were. They shared a womb together.
Oh, I wasn't sure if they were twins or just brother and sister in Game of Thrones.
No, they're twins.
They like to make a comments on that a lot in the book when it's the chapters about Cersei, about how much she loves her brother because they shared a womb together.
Let's see if
that's what
I hope
happens
George
when
R. R.
twins
Martin
are-
isn't a twin with a sister.
Twincest. Let's see if Craig actually manages to get over 99%.
Never gonna happen.
Wow, you had a ping of 666 there for a second.
You.
Resident Evil. So I took this from the workshop. Someone had already made this this nice setup, although I replaced the table and made it darker and kind of adjusted things and added a couple things because I can never just
You're
play
never
something.
just happy.
Yeah, I can never just play something from the workshop. I always have to adjust it. So
You know, the only thing I still like about The Walking Dead is that they didn't feel the need to make weird, overpowered zombies.
You mean
Yeah.
like
Regular
special
zombies, yeah.
I like
Regular
special
zombies are
infected.
actually dangerous enough to end the world. We don't need that other stuff.
What is this tiny yellow dot?
someone drew there.
Who?
I don't friggin' know. Who's drawing there? Stop drawing shit.
Now Craig is drawing, but
Fail. Let's play. Let's actually play. Let's actually play the game. Stop trying stuff. God damn it.
Stuff.
Stop it. Stop drawing balls. Stop drawing
They're
Simpsons eyes.
oh, they're titties with a dick now.
They're tit balls. Oh my
There we
god.
go.
No, just stop. Just stop. You're gonna get me banned from Twitch. Alright, so this is Resident Evil 2. Based on the original game and not the, not the new one, that the remake that came out. It's pretty simple. I don't know how we decide who goes first. I will just go first. Basically we have this map and there's different scenarios and you can play them in campaign mode if you want, which we probably will play a couple
Does
maps.
this also have a nude mod?
No, it does not.
Disappointed.
Only your face has a nude mod.
Kevin Sorbo _ disappointed.
You can
That gift.
pick your character if you want. There's 4 characters here. There's actually more characters that we can be if you want, but these are like the main 4 characters.
Who are the more characters?
They're all like over here. There's actually more on the left. There's actually a lot more than that.
Fine, I'll be Ada Wong.
I guess I'm gonna be Robert Kendo.
Someone already took Leon.
Leon is blue.
So
you can put
I
your
honestly
little
change his
Blue
color.
character.
you can put your little your card on the board there, and that's your character.
Ugh, who wants to play Brad Vickers? He dies.
Spoilers. He actually doesn't. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know why this messes up, but it messes up. If you want to look at the characters, just right-click search. I don't know why
Board
this
is
messes up.
broken.
Yeah, the board's broken. I don't know why. Just don't touch anything.
Where's search? Why am I not seeing search? There it is.
There's another Leon on here. Advanced Leon.
Yeah, apparently Advanced Leon and Advanced Claire are just they're like harder versions. Like
Okay, I
it's
approve of this. It
more
both
difficult.
has hunk and tofu.
I don't have a token for Tofu. I made a token for Hunk just in case we had a fifth.
Who wants to
But,
play as
but we don't.
Brian Irons?
You can play
Madman?
as a little girl too, although so in campaign mode,
She's super useless though.
and she can't attack in this, but apparently she can more easily avoid zombies. In campaign mode, I guess you have to like basically unlock these characters like as you go. Like you unlock Brad in the first mission if you do a certain thing, and same with Marvin. You unlock him to play if you save him in the mission that he's in instead of letting him die. So, but anyway, it's pretty easy. We're gonna start. So if you look at the board, I'm gonna attempt to do 2 house rules.
Being
The first house rule is normally when you set up a board, you set up the entire board with everything on it, all zombies, all items, etc., etc. I'm gonna attempt a Fog of War house rule, and say
how
that
are you going to do that?
well, basically, I haven't put everything out here. I've only put things on here in the rooms where we start. So where we start, you can pick, and you can put more than one character in a single space. From this, where this white pawn is, or where this white pawn is. These are the starting points. Also, you feel free to right-click and change the color of your like base to your color if you want.
I couldn't do that. It just changed it to the same color. Was my base? Oh, I can change it. Never mind. I must have clicked Ada herself and not the base.
Oh my god, Craig. So pick where you want to start. We do need someone to start in both locations. Like there has to be at least one person in both
Ada
locations.
can be over here.
And we can.
How
You can
dare
go ahead and
you!
just move these. We don't need. I just set them up to indicate where we're starting.
Fuck you, Claire. Die.
That's the
Can't knock you
idea.
over.
Are we good? Are
No,
we?
that's supposed to be Leon's
Just-
job.
Those guys are gonna have a sausage party over there, and we're gonna have
Alright.
a scissoring party over here.
Chris, impregnate my sister.
So the way this works is when it's your turn, you have 4 actions that you can do. In other words, you can do 4 things. Moving to one adjacent space is 1 action. So if you wanted to move, for instance, if Rill wanted to move from here to here, it would be 1, 2, 3 actions, and then she would only have 1 action left to do whatever the hell she wanted to do. Does it make sense?
Okay.
You can also attack. Attacking obviously is an action. You can see if you can attack if you look at your equipment, your inventory under your character sheet. Everyone starts with a handgun with 15 bullets, as you can see with the little dial. You'll have to adjust that down whenever you use a bullet. You have a knife. If you look at the handgun thingy, the handgun card, the first little icon there, it looks kind of like a reticule, and under it says LOS. That means the handgun has a range of line of sight. Basically, it just means you have to have line of sight to a zombie. They can be far away, they can be next to you. You just need line of sight, and you can attack them. In order to attack them, you would roll 1 blue die, which is the next icon. And of course, you would use 1 ammo, so you'll have to, -1 your ammo. And then if you roll a single hit icon, you can push whatever you attacked. Basically, it literally just means you can move them to any adjacent square, not even directly back. If there's square next to them, you can move them wherever the hell you want, 1 adjacent square.
That's not how guns work.
how they work in this game.
Nope.
If you get the double hit icon, you do 1 damage. In this case, zombies only have 1 hit point. Here's a zombie card. You can see what they do. So if you hit 1, you will kill them. Likewise, zombie. You can see their range is 0, which means they have to be in the exact same square as you. Like I said, you can have multiple things in 1 square. I think it's max 4 normal-sized things, which people in zombies are normal-sized things. If they hit you, they will do 1 damage. In other words, your little life meter will go down by 1 if they hit you. They have a special attack, which they will only do if a certain card comes up that tells you that they are doing a special attack. Otherwise, you can just kind of ignore that. So if you, again, look on your cards and you'll see the knife. The knife has a range of 1, which means the zombies or whatever you're attacking can be at most 1 square away. They can be within your same square, but you generally don't want to have things in your own square and attacking them, because if you attack something in your own square and you miss, they get to hit you for free.
The good thing about the knife is that it has infinity bullets for it.
Yes, it has infinity bullets. It's true.
Infinity knife bullets.
Whenever you attack, every single time that you attack, you are basically making noise, and if you do that, then anything in your area, which is essentially the area you're in. So, for instance, Rill and Craig are in. You can see like the red lines kind of denote what this area is, like an L shape. So, any zombie in this area and any zombie in an adjacent area through an open door. This door is all these doors are closed because we haven't started yet. So if this door is open, if there were any zombies in here, then these zombies also would react. They basically get to move towards you or do something. If you attack, because you're making noise. My house rule, which I think is a pretty good rule, is that if you attack using the knife, that doesn't happen. They don't move because you're not making any noise.
All right. What does the little biohazard symbol mean?
That just is for if zombies spawn. So basically, after you take your turn and do whatever the hell you want, then zombies will move. And again, this any zombies on your tile and on your area and in any adjacent area through an open door get to either move or attack. Obviously, they can't attack if they're not close enough to you, but they will get to move. And then after that, finally, last part of your turn will be the tension phase, in which you will draw over here in the middle one of these cards and do what it says. It could be nothing. It could be something. Don't worry about these cards. These are item cards. These are for when you find items. So these big cards. It could be bad. They could be nothing. They could be who the hell cares. And then that's the round. That's your turn, I should say. Things that can happen during your turn that aren't like part of the turn order, you can see over here in this quick reference sheet. I already told you about making an attack. Whenever you make an attack, enemies around you can move because you've made noise. Making an action in the same square as an enemy. So say you want to go past a zombie, you have to move obviously into their square as one action, and then you have to move out of that square into the next square. But if you do any action other than attacking, you have to roll evade. Thus, if you want to move out of a zombie square, you have to evade that zombie, and that's a blue die, and you have to get one of the evade arrow rolls in order to successfully do that. If you don't, and you're just moving, I don't think you necessarily get hit. You just don't get to move, and that's like an action wasted. You have to try again. And then I think already explained attacking an enemy in the same square if you attack an enemy and you're in the same square as that enemy, and you fail, you are hit by that enemy's basic attack and take 1 damage or whatever damage that they do. So other things that you can use your actions on. You can open and close a door. Opening and closing doors takes an action, so that you can, so if you want to move to a new room, you have to adjust for that. You have to have the number of actions to move up to the door, to open the door, and then to go through the door. And then if you close the door, that can help you. Like I said, when you attack, zombies in your room and the adjacent room through an open door will move. But if you have that door closed, then they won't move. You can search. And generally, you will want to go to a particular area to search. In this case, if you look on the board again in Rill's area, in Rill and Craig's area, you can see that there is 1 zombie here, and then there is an item A token. So you would have to make your way to this, or to the adjacent square, I think works. I don't think you have to be in the same square. And then you would use a search icon, or a search action, in order to search this. You would take this off the board, and you would go ahead and draw randomly from the item A deck. As you can see, because I'm trying out this Fog of War thing, because I think it's kind of more interesting, you can't see where other items are, but you can, I think, tell that there are 3 A items and 1 B item somewhere on the board. You don't have to find them. You can finish the map without finding them. You can finish the map without killing any zombies if you want. Zombies are not required to finish this particular scenario. And then you can trade. Again, the character has to be in the same square or next to you, in the adjacent square, in order to trade any number of items. So it's not just like 1 item per action. You initiate the trade action, and then you can trade whatever the hell you want. And then using an item, there might be items that you can use. For instance, this first aid spray. So to use it, you would discard the card and heal the character by 3 levels. Or you can revive them if they are unconscious. Obviously, if their life goes below danger, they are unconscious and need to be revived. To evade, you have these evade rolls here, so you just roll another blue die, and you hopefully get at least this short arrow for zombies. The larger the enemy's base is, the higher of an evade that you need to do to successfully evade. So if there was like a larger enemy there, this short arrow die would no longer work. You would have to get at least this dotted line die or better, or this full line die in order to successfully evade. This also counts for when there are multiple zombies in the same square. If there are multiple zombies and you're trying to evade them, you will need to roll a higher evade chance or evade result to successfully evade. So try not to.
Should we do a barrel roll?
So try not to get surrounded by zombies. And
yes, but will they gain advantage?
They might. I think that's basically it for the game. For this particular scenario, you pretty much just want to escape. You want to get to specifically this door right here. This door. This door is the end, and everybody has to get there in order for this.
What if not everyone
game.
Does?
Then that's game over. We have to try again. Oh, last thing. You can tell that, like I said, you can tell that the rooms are separated by these red lines, right? You cannot go past them. So, like, Craig could not go from here to here.
Yeah,
that is a wall. So you can only go through doors. Just in case that was
face is a wall.
Not clear. So who wants to start? You know what? Let's just go ahead and start with Craig. Let's just go from left to right. let's just go ahead and start with Craig. Craig, what do you want to do? You
I
have
want
4
Roll to
actions.
go first.
No.
Craig is going to
Merg
go first.
decreed you do it.
I have decreed. Oh, also, hold on. Turn on the street ambience.
Are you gonna play the soundtrack to Resident Evil 1 before it got stupid?
No. You can, you guys, I've turned on the music. You guys can turn it up or down as you like.
1, 2, 3, and shoot.
Okay. You can shoot. So you have to roll a single blue die as on your thing, and also, yeah. Oh, also, sorry. One last thing. I neglected to mention this on the handgun. This icon on the bottom. This little 3-bullet icon. You can, if you want, spend 3 bullets and roll 3 die. And all results apply. Up to 3 bullets. It's
okay.
actually, you can spend 1 or 2 or 3 to fire the handgun.
I'm gonna use 2 bullets.
Okay.
Because of rule number 2.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 2 blue die. Dice. You push one back. You push him back once. Push him back or push him wherever the hell you want. You can move 1 square.
Somehow you pushed him forward.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. All right.
That's 4 actions.
All right. Now, is the reaction, which is if a character is in range of line of sight, the enemy will perform. If the character is not in range of attack, it will move towards the closest character. In this case, you, which means this character is going to move 1 forward because that's his movement speed. And then finally, the tension. Draw a tension card.
It makes sense for Ada to go before me because I'm a support character and she's...
Well, Merc decreed you go first, so fuck you.
This one.
I draw this.
Yes. Draw it and just put it down next to it.
Or character, you were 1/2 of the main characters in 2.
Yeah, but look at my ability and look at her abilities.
All right. Nothing happens.
But
A
it's only
howl in the
once per
distance
encounter.
breaks the silence, a long and mournful note for the city of ruin.
Also, Claire got all the guns.
At the end of any character's activation, you can go again. You can attack twice
they
in a
do.
row if you
They
want to.
do also have specials. You might want to look at your character and see if any of them have specials that you can do. Oh, I guess maybe I should also explain the character sheets. So, the top, the little hand with the arrow is actually how many evade dice that you may roll whenever you are trying to evade.
Ah.
So in this case, Claire can roll 2 dice when she's evading. The 8 on Claire's thing, the little backpack, is how many inventory slots that you have. So she can only hold 8 things. The middle, obviously, is what her special ability is. In this case, once per scenario, Claire may spend an action to heal another character on the same tile by 2 levels. So that's just free heal for Claire once a game. And then the bottom, the weapons that you see here are what she is able to use. So she can use the handgun, she can use the crossbow, she can use my big grenade launcher. The knife is able to be used by anyone who can attack. Which is actually what its little symbol on the bottom means. The little 3 people, that means anyone can use it. And I think that's it. So now, Lost Joke can go. Lost Joke, what do you want to do?
Going to shoot Zombo.
Okay. So roll your 1 die, or if you want to shoot more than once, remember to deplete your ammo.
I think I'll try it with a 1.
I think it's the blue die,
You gotta do
right?
blue.
Or it's
Yeah,
the
you have
red
to
die.
do. Red's for other things. Don't forget to deplete your ammo. Actually, deplete your ammo before you roll.
But my gun hasn't shot yet. It'd be losing bullets. That's not how games work.
It's not how your face works.
We don't know how to ammo.
Just
do you ammo?
right click, state. Pick 14 because you're at 15. If you're only shooting once. You push. You push back. Or forward if you want, but maybe not.
Why would I want it closer? I want it further away from me.
Well, move it then. Move it back then. Okay. Also, the Zomble. I don't know if that Zomble gets to make a reaction. Let me actually look at this. I don't remember. It would be dumb if that Zomble could just immediately move forward, and I don't think that that's true. So.
But our Zomble immediately moved forward.
That's because that was his reaction phase. This was not after an attack reaction. That was a reaction. So there's action, there's reaction, which is when the Zombles move, and then there's tension. But then there's also whenever you make an attack with a gun, the Zombles can react. But I think that's only the Zombles that you haven't actually attacked. So that's why Craig's Zomble moved forward, because Craig's turn was over, and the zombie gets to move. But Lost Joke has only done his first action. There are no other zombies to potentially react at the moment, so Lost Joke gets to go again.
Have 3 more actions, so I guess
It kind of
I'm
makes
gonna
sense that they get to move, though, because zombies are constantly moving towards you.
Yeah, but then what would be the point of pushing them back if they can just move back exactly where they were?
Because they got pushed back instead of getting to move closer.
It's that weird, corny, bad thing where you shoot them, they stagger back, but they're also moving forward, so they just kind of jitter in place. Also,
I think the idea is that
all
they're
right.
always advancing.
Well, I was right in the first place, because I'm looking at the rules. When a character makes an attack after the action was resolved, perform a move reaction for all enemies on the same or linked tiles which were not hit by the attack. I was right.
Okay.
So shut up. Let's play.
No,
can I kill it yet or not?
You can make as many attacks as you have ammo for. You have 4 moves. You only use 1. Or 4 actions. You only use 1 to attack, so attack as much as you want.
You can shoot him 12 times.
I mean, I could, but like, what? I shoot until it stops moving. How many shoots does that take?
You need to damage it once because it has 1 HP. So far, you have not damaged it. You've only pushed it.
Two shots.
Yes.
2 thingies.
2.
Also, remember that you can roll multiples at once. You just have to spend more ammo for it. It's basically 1 ammo per die.
With my ammo, sir. This is a survival game. You have to cherish each bullet.
All right.
Don't tell me how to survival zombie.
You killed it. Yeah, you killed it. The zombie is dead. This zombie is gone.
Now I get to do a cool pose. Oh wait, I'm Leon. He's not cool.
You get 3 XP. No, there's no XP. There's no XP in this. So now you have 2 more actions that you can do.
Barry is cool.
Jill's pretty cool. I like her sandwiches.
All right, now I'll move up.
1, 2.
Mary, is that the only criteria by which you judge a woman's coolness?
She's also a master of lockpicking. I guess it's my turn.
How often do you actually see Jill pick locks?
Oh wait, no, it's not my turn.
Almost never.
It's still Lost Joke's turn. Lost Joke, you gotta draw a card.
So all you care about are the sexist stereotypes of women making sandwiches.
Where do I put the card?
That's a from here. Tension deck.
No, I mean, where do I put it?
Just right here.
Just right here.
Alright. Nothing happens. We'll put it. Stack the cards, Lost Joke. What the hell?
You said next to it.
I said right here. I said next to the deck right here. Why wouldn't you stack the cards?
Right here, next to it.
Stack the cards! Alright, nothing happens. And that's the end of Lost Joke's turn. There's no zombies to move. Because it's only the zombies that are next to this player, not like all zombies on the board. Alright, I'm gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's basically all I can do.
Does linked tiles mean all the tiles in the current room?
So, for the purposes of this game, a tile is a room. A tile is, for instance, this entire L shape. This is a tile, because in the real game, these are all like separate pieces that you put together to create the map. So this is a tile. This 2x2 room is a tile. This L-shaped room is a tile. This entire 3x3 room here, even though it has walls kind of in it, is one tile. An adjacent tile is a tile that is connected to this tile by a door, but only if the door is open. So if a door is open, then zombies in that room might react to someone in the next room, but only if the door is open. So that's my turn, so I gotta draw this. Oh, fuck. Okay, well. A dark silhouette is the only warning before glass shatters to jagged shards and death resumes its tireless pursuit. Spawn 2 zombies on the same tile as the active character on the closest thing. So that would be this one. Well, this zombie's back. And we'll just grab a random zombie from here. So now this zombie is back. So on the same tile means essentially in the same room and not
that tile
on the same.
appears to have nothing on it.
What?
This tile. There's
What
no
about?
zombie token on it.
What do you
Zombie
mean?
dude. It's just a red circle.
There is a zombie on it though.
That might
I
be
can't
you.
see it.
That's you.
Okay.
Even I see it.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't see
Says
it.
I'm finished loading. Oh well.
All right, well, that's unfortunate, but it was after the reaction phase, so they don't get to move. So, it's Rill's turn.
All right.
Watch Rill just stand back and
1,
allow me to be
2,
eaten.
3. No. I will move to here, and then I guess I will shoot the zombie.
Do remember that you don't
Nice.
have to kill zombies. You can run past them. You just have to pass an evade check to do so.
No, I want to kill the zombie.
Okay, just making sure.
Craig, should I shoot him 3 times or 2 times?
I think you should use your knife.
He's not close enough to use my knife.
You can use a turn to move to him and then go again and stab him 4 times.
But doesn't that use up my turn for next turn?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're not losing a turn. You're just
Yeah, but if I
changing
don't
the timing of your
hit
turn.
him, then I'm fucked.
No, because then I'll be
No,
able to
you
help
have
you.
you have a better reach with the knife than the zombie does with his bare hands. Zombie
So-
needs to be in the circle.
Getting
with-
to move next to him and then getting to attack him 4 times is a big advantage.
Here's
All right,
the
fine.
thing. Here's the thing.
What?
Because you can attack 3 times, you can roll 3 times and get potentially 3 chances to kill him, because you only need 1 solid hit to kill him. But if you attack multiple times, like Lost Joke was doing, he gets to potentially move multiple times if you miss him. So, there's that. That also applies to other zombies. Again, if there were other zombies in adjacent rooms or in this room, they get to move every time you attack.
So Merg is
So-
saying I should use 3 bullets to shoot him 3 times now.
If you want to be
and
sure to
not
kill him,
go forward and
you want
do
to try
the
to be
knife.
sure to kill him.
I'm
You
using
can
these.
do the
just-
knife, although
just because
1, 2,
something can
3,
happen
4.
doesn't
You
mean that
couldn't.
it's a bad idea to use the knife.
She can't use the knife this turn though.
Yes, she can.
No,
She-
I would
No, she
need to forfeit my turn for next round, is what I
No.
would need to do.
It just changes the timing of your turn. You don't lose a turn.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. What do you mean? You don't lose a
You
turn.
get your turn earlier.
Oh, okay.
What I mean is she can't use the knife this round because she's already moved 3 times. Using a knife is 1 time, and she would have to go to this square over here in order to use the knife.
Yeah,
and she
so
can't
I'd
do
have
that.
to immediately use my ability to take my turn right now for next turn.
Oh, you're talking about your
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
At the end of any character's activation, including her own, Ada may take an out-of-sequence activation. After doing so, she must forfeit her following activation. So basically, she can take her turn whenever she wants, is essentially what that is. She can take her turn whenever she wants, but she doesn't get 2 turns per round. She still only gets 1 turn. It's just that she can essentially decide when she wants to take her turn.
Yeah, so what Craig wants me to do is to move up next to the zombie and then immediately take my turn and stab the zombie 4 times. But during those 4 stabs, the zombie, if I fuck up, the zombie can step forward into the same square as me and fuck me.
Only if
Yeah,
if you actually miss. So if you don't get either a hit or a double hit, would the zombie be able to move?
I would rather shoot him.
Yeah. Also, apparently you have the special of being able to ignore a single tension card.
You're shooting him 3 times.
I think your logic is flawed because if we go by it, then we should never use the knife under any circumstances whatsoever.
Well, you push him back 1. There you go. Don't forget that there is an item there that you could potentially grab.
Yeah.
And like I said, I
turn.
don't think you have to be on the square. I think you just have to be at least next to the item. So you could be on the square in front of the door and still be able to get the item.
All right, so I draw this.
Wait. First is reaction.
Oh.
Zombie moves up again.
All right.
Because that
now
is
I draw
his
this.
full reaction. Yes. Now you draw that. Nothing happens.
Fine. And now Craig can attempt to shoot the zombie again.
All right.
Or he can try and shiv him 3 times.
Yeah, you want to try to shiv him? You go ahead. One. Okay.
And then I'll attack.
So 1 die. You miss.
What?
Double check. Yeah. This zombie, because you missed, gets to move forward into your spot. This means that when you attack, if you fail your attack, he gets to hit you, period. He gets a free hit if you fail your attack. Alternatively, you could try to just run by him at this point, because you do still have that option. But you have to evade.
I'm going to have to evade anyway if I attack.
Only if you don't hit him. I mean, you can evade. Like, you don't get to evade if you miss this attack. That's why I said he gets a free hit. He will hit you if you fail your attack.
Well, this says if you make an action in the same square as an enemy, they get to attack, and if the evade roll fails, the action is not resolved.
That's
so
if you don't attack. This is shortening the rules. That's if you don't attack. If you attack, that doesn't count.
So it's an action that's not an attack, it means.
Yes. If you try to... So, in other words, if you try to do anything other than attack, including trying to move out of the square, you have to evade. You have to roll evade.
Okay, well, it's better to attack then.
Yeah, but if... So. It's not necessarily better to attack, because if you fail your attack, you get hit, period. You don't get to evade that. You get hit if you fail your attack.
Yeah, so my choice is either to...
You could evade...
Succeed at an attack or succeed at an evade. They're the same thing, basically.
You could evade and then attack again from the next square over. But that's 2 actions. I'm just saying, in one scenario, you don't get to evade. In the other scenario, you have to use another action, but you do get to evade.
But one scenario has the potential of just getting rid of the zombie entirely.
Yeah.
Trying to evade has basically the same consequences as trying to attack.
You get 2 evade dice and only 1 attack die, though, with the knife.
Yeah. Okay.
And all you need is, like, for a regular zombie, all you need is this regular arrow or higher. So any of the arrows would work for evading.
In that case, evasion is twice as good.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to try to move. So I'll evade.
Okay, so you get to roll 2 die. You successfully evade.
So I've done 1, 2, 3.
Yep, that's
and
3.
I'll grab this item.
Okay. So draw from... Go ahead and grab that off the board so we know that you've used it. and draw from the A deck. That is an A item.
To my hand, or do I just put
There's
it
no
next to
hands. No, it's just in your inventory now. No hands in this game. No secrets. There's no traders in this game. It's full co-op. It's just survive. And help the other people survive because everyone has to get to the end.
It kind of feels like Merg is trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm going full heel slut.
Apparently so. All right.
Like,
That's your turn. The zombie does get to move. And the zombie will, in fact, move onto your thing because the zombie moves toward the active player. That's why the zombie will move towards you and not to Rill.
Rill's been more active than I have been.
The zombie does not get to attack you, though, because the zombie only gets to either move or attack, and because you are in range, the zombie had to move, and now that is the zombie's turn. And now, draw a, what the fuck is going on? Stop that. Seriously, though, stop it. It's bad. It's really bad. Draw a tension card. Ooh. Movement and sounds haunt your steps, foreboding darkness, hiding what horror might lurk within. Place an Echoes in the Darkness token on the tile occupied by the next character to activate. That would be Lost Joke. If a character is on the same tile as this token at the beginning of their tension phase, they must draw 2 additional cards. Discard the token at the end of the next activation. If the next character to activate is on the same tile as a boss, the card has no effect. So, place an Echo of Darkness on the tile where Lost Joke is. So that's this on the tile where Lost Joke is. If the character is on the same tile as this token at the beginning of their tension phase, so basically you want to move. You want to move away, or otherwise you're going to have to draw 2 additional tension cards next turn.
But I thought the tile is this entire thing.
Oh, you're right.
It is
the tile.
So you need to leave
So
through
it's
the
like
door.
this whole tile. So yeah, you need to leave. You need to leave.
Merg is getting swarmed by zombies and actively fighting them. Meanwhile, Leon is like, oh, I feel like there might be things lurking in the shadows.
I'm trying to figure out when we're supposed to discard the token. It says at the end of the next activation, but does that mean at the end of Lost Joke's activation?
I think so.
Okay. So
it just means you have the 1 turn to get out, and if you don't, then you draw 2.
I mean,
it goes away.
That kind of seems like I don't have to worry about it at all. Just Lost Joke has to worry about it.
Wait, if the
Pretty
next
much.
character to activate is on the same tile, oh, it's a boss.
Yeah, there are no bosses right now. So it's placed
You're looking
on
at 'em.
Lost Joke's tile because it's occupied by the next character to activate, which is Lost Joke. If a character is on the same tile as this token at the beginning of their tension phase, which is basically the end of their turn, they must draw 2 additional cards, and then discard the token at the end of the next activation,
Okay.
which could read as the end of my activation or the end of Lost Joke's activation.
I think it's the end of Lost Joke.
We're going to say it's the end of Lost Joke's activation.
Is it my turn now?
It is your turn now. Move over so you can have some space. Oh, also, for movement, you can go diagonally, but you cannot cut corners. So, Lost Joke, you couldn't move diagonally from there to here, but because there's a corner there, but in a bigger room, you can go diagonally. That's
All right,
1,
I open
2.
door.
Door open. That's 3.
How many zombies are in this room now that it is revealed?
Yeah, if you want to go in, go in.
I am in.
Well, then move in.
Face first on the floor.
All right, let me
No, it's tactical.
consult the thingy. There are no
Oh, no, you
zombies.
broke him.
There is, however, an item. Here. So there we go. Craig, why are you so punchy tonight?
Define punchy.
That's 4. That's 4 thingies. You're not on the same tile, so I guess this Echoes of Darkness can go away.
Must have been the
Leon
shadows.
is totally unaware of these two zombies that are currently biting Robert Kendo in the neck.
They're
Just
not currently
wondering
biting. They're
why
not even
without-
in the same square as I am. That's about
Well,
to
they're
change,
about
though.
to. They're about to swarm him, and Leon just
They are
wandered by.
actually about to swarm me, which is unfortunate. Leon just ignored me completely.
Leon does not have. He's a RPD rookie. That's why he hasn't learned about doors and corners.
So yeah, both
It's
of
his
these
first
zombies
day. What
get
did,
to
you,
move.
what do you expect?
It is actually his first day. It's
Literally
funny.
his first day.
His situational awareness has a lot.
That's
to be
unfortunate for me because both the zombies are now in the same square as I am. Okay. Well, that's their zombie. They don't get to attack me yet. I'm gonna have to try to evade. Oh my god, there's no way I can evade these guys. I'm gonna have to shoot one.
Leon needs to draw a attention card, doesn't
yes, Leon does need to draw a attention card.
Attention card. All zombies currently on
Fine.
All clear.
Robert.
The room
Bite
is
him in the
clear.
neck.
My
He dies.
turn. I am going to use 3 ammos in order to shoot.
3 bang shoots.
I'm gonna. You can only fire at one zombie. I'm gonna fire at the cop because right now a cop is pissing me off. Leon just ignoring me. Wow, I
Murdered
killed
him
that
twice
cop.
over.
I completely killed that cop. The cop is dead.
I'm pretty sure you meant the cop, but that's called Leon here.
Yes, I
So you
could.
killed him.
I killed Leon. Leon, I just attacked you.
He shot Leon twice. His health goes down by 2 pips. He's in the caution now.
Let me double check this. So let's see. Just trying to make sure, like, what I'm supposed to do if there's
as
2
Leon,
zombies
I
here.
bust out my magnificent gun fu skill.
Alright, as far as I know, I don't have to do anything special because there are 2 zombies there. As long as I successfully attacked, it's like I'm okay. So, I am now going to move. I'm going to attempt to move. I'm only going to roll 1 die because that's my lot in life because I am kind of a little bit overweight and not in the best of shape.
You should stop looking delicious.
Oh my god, I actually did it. That's my second action. My third action... No. My third action is going to be to close this door. And my fourth action is going to be to move over here. This zombie doesn't get to do shit because she's no longer in an adjacent tile because I closed the door. And I think that's it. Now I just draw a card. Nothing. Nothing happens.